What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by two things. Since we don't do any sponsorships here on the channel, I'll go ahead and shill them out real quick. The first is my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name After Sound. And the second is a new podcast I just launched called Chasing Infinity. It is myself and ChatGPT as my AI co-host, and we dive into a wide range of topics. So check it out. Links in the description below, and I appreciate the support. Okay, guys, let's jump into the topic of this video, which is staking SPS on land. Now, you know that I am always looking for additional ways in which we can find direct utility for SPS. And there was a great question on the live stream earlier today that discussed this. And I kind of just threw out a number there just to see how things would go arbitrarily. And, it ended up being interesting. I'll get into the numbers in a second here. But the concept would be, and I'm open to, poking holes in this and finding a better way to do it. But in addition to what you have to do with land right now, and this would not be a requirement, but, when I say in addition, like you have to have, X amount of DEC in order to power up your land, the power core, you need the units on there as well. Let's say you could get a bonus from staking SPS to individual land plots. And this wouldn't be like a gradient or, a gradual scale. It's like you have to do X amount of SPS per plot, and it's an on-off switch, right? So, and if you were to do that, right? If you were to do that, you would get a bonus similar to something like a title, for example, like a 25% boost to your production. So I threw out a number earlier, which I think is ended up being relatively decent as a guess. But what if it was just 5,000 SPS, right? And I know 5,000 SPS is at this point in time, it's I don't want to say it's a lot. I don't want to say it's a little. Obviously, SPS is below a penny right now, but 5,000 SPS is interesting to me for the simple fact that if we were to extrapolate that across the entirety of land, 750,000 plots, you would get into a situation where we would be burning. I mean, we would have not 750,000 plots, but 150,000 plots. We would get into a situation where if every land plot was utilizing this to get a little bit of a boost, that's 750 million SPS, right? And you can tell here that we actually have only 912 million SPS staked. Now, let me clarify on this. If you were to stake your SPS to a land plot, it would no longer count towards your ranked rewards battles, right? So you'd have to make a conscious decision of like, well, I don't need that much SPS for it. Maybe the marginal returns are already gone. And for someone like me, I have about 300,000 SPS, and I only have 4 land plots. So that's 20,000 SPS that I probably would happily stake towards that. And I think there are many other folks that would feel the same way. Think about all of the huge land whales out there that right now have all this additional SPS and are not doing anything with it, right? The marginal returns are not doing anything for them. So they'd be able to stake it to land. They would get a benefit for it. It would reduce the kind of dipping into the reward pool that we have, and maybe not so much from the whales, but just in general overall, as more players come into the game or more land comes online from different players. It's just an idea. It's just an idea to give SPS more direct utility. And it was in response to one of the comments that was like, what if we had like increasing SPS staking requirements over time, which I wasn't necessarily a fan of. I think if we have something, we should keep it static. And if it has to change, then change it, but it shouldn't be like gradually increasing over time. We should just find other ways in which we can drive demand and have direct utility for SPS. And to me, land is one of the areas in which we could do it. I mean, you could do it with guilds as well, and I was kind of like playing with the idea for guilds. But, right now, guilds, there's not much going on there. And I hope that we can get some kind of overhaul at some point. I just don't know when. Probably won't be this year. Probably won't be next year. But land at the very least is up and running. People are using it for one thing or the other. And after 1.75 does come out, I think there's an opportunity where people would say, well, you know what? I have a land plot that's doing wood now. I have a land plot that's doing ore. I would like to get a little extra boost, and I'm willing to put SPS towards that. So, as we're sitting here with 900 million SPS staked, if we can start to find other ways, right? And Soulkeep could be another one too. If we get SPS staking required in there, or just SPS staking as like a boost, just ways in which we can get direct utility, I think would be fantastic. Because there's let's be honest, there's a lot of SPS out there. There's still a lot of SPS to come, but at this point in time, finding direct utility, in addition, of course, to the flywheel, is going to be a great move in my opinion. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. Like I said, I just want to make a quick video. We did discuss it on the live stream, but not everybody goes onto the live stream. So I just wanted to get some ideas here, put some feelers out there. Again, we're not going to change anything that's happening for land in the next 6-ish months or so with 1.75. But I do think that there's an opportunity here. I genuinely think that there's an opportunity to do some kind of SPS staking for land that's not looked at as a requirement, but just as a boost, and gives people that added, like, you know what, let me just top up my SPS a little bit so that I can stake some over to there. I know that I definitely would. This is something that I would do. I mean, not necessarily go out and buy more SPS, but I would take some of the SPS stake that I have and put it towards there. All the land plots that I have, it would just make sense to do so. And if 5,000 isn't the right number, again, I'm just throwing that out there. It could be higher, it could be lower, whatever people think. Maybe there'd be different levels to it for the different kinds of boosts. I'm not trying to get complicated. I'm just trying to put the concept out there so that we can start to wrap our heads around it and see if it'd be something valuable. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.